Guys, I'm Reese Manigan.
And I'm Charles Lloyd.
And we're here to talk about our brand new series, Archie and Jim, because they come out this September for 6 brand new episodes.
Ah, shut it!
Going back till 2016, we had a very successful year because what happened was in 2015 I went to university, I was applying for uni. We didn't really get a chance to make any films that year. So we met up and we discussed that we need to make more films and we need to push ourselves more. And obviously because I moved to London, I remember you saying to me, find people and contacts and get out there and find.
I most certainly did.
Yeah, find everybody. So luckily we had a successful 2016. We made 4 very successful short films and we made a feature film, Cold Street. And because of the success that we did, we said that we should make a comedy because everyone loves it when me and Chai do comedy all the time.
I think it was the idea to make a comedy was just the fact that comedy is your most strong point. So.
Well, it's our strong point, really. They love us together, and so we thought, as a treat to viewers, to say thank you for the results of Cold Street, Nerves of Stealing, stuff like that. We thought, let's just make a very funny short about 2 guys who go to the woods and they decide to watch the last line fall from the tree.
Ah, Archie, I'm so glad you're here. You've arrived, although you are 45 seconds late. I don't think the spirits will look too lightly on that.
What spirits?
The spirits that are here now.
There's no one here!
Oh, but there is. You see, nature always has a voice. In fact, one time I heard a frog that sounded just like Gary Barlow.
Whatever I said, whatever I did.
Did I just hear something?
Well, when he wrote scripts, read it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, you suggested location.
I did. I suggested location because we were looking for a forestry area, and I thought the most foresty area I knew in the location where I was Woven Woods. Yeah. So it was actually well suited for the location, especially at the time of year as well. It was nice.
September. Yeah, because I just moved to uni again for 2nd year, and it was only a week later I came back and we filmed it, and it only took about 4 hours to film. We met up quite early, and we filmed it. It took 4 hours, and we had such a laugh doing it because the characters we were portraying, because I thought that they just got to be 2 idiots who want to go off and do something ridiculous, you know.
When it was because the 2 idiots, they were based on other things that we were doing before as well. Yeah. It's like beforehand we were creating characters through our own imagination. But basically we were basing them on ourselves rather than these 2 new characters that we developed throughout since 2016. And we thought, and after filming that, I initially said to Reese that we should keep the characters and actually make there more shorts for these characters because how well connected these 2 were and how well it kind of worked for us because beforehand and now. It was kind of like the perfect mix for the characters and how we were using ourselves as characters at the time. So yeah, that's how we got the idea how we got it to stick for us, I believe.
But speaking of taking its toll, I got to flow my river, so will you excuse me?
Why don't you just say you're taking a piss? Which, by the way, it is.
And also as well that Lime became our most successful film that year. It was voted best short film for us.
And it was my favourite one to do as well.
Yeah, I mean it was one of my favourites. And also my second favourite was the Vampire Rat, which I did.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And when you suggested about doing the characters again, I mean I was a little bit concerned at first, I will admit that, because I didn't know if we could top off Lime, because Lime was just so different and so original. And I was worried that would we be able to make these characters do something even more bizarre? And then what happened was when we were thinking of a new Archie and Jim episodes, we went back to our very old ideas when we were hanging out in Milton Keynes and discussing what would happen if me and you got into really odd situations. And so we stuck to them ideas, but then we developed some new ones as well. And the first one we came up with was Bacon Badly.
Before I bring the cupcake over, would you like a drink?
Could I have a 1957 red wine brand?
No, of course you fucking can't. A, we don't have any, and B, I have no fucking clue what it is except for it's wide.
Then we said, definitely people love Archie and Jim. We've got to do some more. And then we did another one. We did Catch of the Day, where Archie and Jim
That was
they try and catch a fish, because we did that for a 48-hour challenge, and we didn't have any idea at the minute. But I remember we went to Tiger.
It was basically because like we only had 24 hours. We never had anything planned.
No,
and then we
didn't even have 24. We had 12 hours. We had like 12 hours.
Oh, we only did 12 hours because we only had a limited amount of time during that weekend as well.
And then we found the fish hat, and I immediately was like, right, Archie and Jim, they go fishing.
Yeah, that's because like when we got the prop and the script lining to say what we needed to do, so it was like a box, and the script was like describing the box. And then we went out into the shopping centre. We went around into the shops. We found a big red fish and thought, hey, let's do it about a fish. No, about the box. The box was just the beginning part.
Yeah.
No. We followed the script, we followed the box idea at the beginning, and then the rest was just like off the trail.
It wasn't really about a box. It shouldn't have even been called the box. Archie, you got a fish on your face.
But
we did it.
It kind of did well for what it was. Like when I was in the premiere, because he couldn't make the premiere, like people were enjoying the film. Like we did people just saw the beginning. It was like, okay, it's just a normal thing, and then just went straight on to the next thing, and people thought, what the hell's going on here? And they were laughing at it and everything. So it was fun.
And that's what we want. We want people to look at it and think, what the hell? Because that's what Archie and Jim do.
Yeah.
What they do is they get into themselves, put into these really difficult situations. Because most of it's money-making schemes. That's what
Archie wants to do all the frickin' time.
Yeah,
Jim doesn't care about money. Archie just wants to make money making.
Because Archie's greedy. He thinks that everything he does is brilliant. Everything he does is amazing.
He's so self-centered to the fact that he just thinks he's the best in the world.
His ego is so huge it goes up to the galaxy. But meanwhile, Jim. He just goes along with it, but he knows it's wrong. But sometimes he's scared to admit it's wrong, and he can't stop Archie. So he thinks if he goes along with it will be controlled. But then it doesn't.
Nah.
Why'd you do that for?
Because we caught the fish.
Yes, but this is what I was trying to tell you. We need an alive one to make money out of those, and now we've just extinct a very rare species of fish.
Oh God! Bury it.
When it comes to writing a script for Archie and Jim, it's actually quite easy now, because with so many episodes we've done, I can think of any situation they'd be in, but the good thing is we can turn it. But for comedy inspirations, Rip Mail, Aid Edmondson Bottom, Young Ones, Monty Python, I look at them and I imagine what Archie and Jim would do in that sort of situation. Cake missile! For the other episodes we did Twinkle Toes as well, and we did a Christmas special, because the Christmas special was the idea, because Archie and Jim took over 2017 quite a bit. And I said to Charlie, I remember when we was filming, I think we were filming the fish episode, Catch of the Day, I said to him, Archie and Jim should do a Christmas special, and you were immediately like, yeah.
Sure, why not?
And now, you take east and I take west.
But what about north and south?
Nah, they're no use to me.
And we wanted it to be the longest one we could try doing, and immediately this idea came into my head where, what would happen if Archie and Jim couldn't afford a turkey? And originally it was meant to be they were going to go out and hunt a turkey, but we didn't find a turkey prop. So to make it more bizarre, we found an emu puppet, and then we thought, well, what if they try and hunt an animal that's escaped from a zoo, but they try and kill it, and then they try and have that for Christmas dinner? Because I thought that'd just be so Archie and Jim.
Yeah, it was when we created the script for that episode, it was like, okay, well, how are we going to make it to start off with? And it was like emu escapes from the zoo, and then we go down and hunt the woods, because Archie, for some reason, found that the emu was still in the forest by the zoo. So it's like, after he was like, it's escaped, it's no longer anyone else's property, so therefore it's mine, and mine alone now.
Jim, where's the bird?
Oh, there's no bird. I was just testing to see if the whistle was working.
Ah, damn!
I'll tell you one thing as well. It had one of the best like stunt moments where the hedgehog explodes and we throw cranberry juice all over my face. That
was hilarious.
That is my favourite part.
See, the thing was, right, with that cranberry juice situation, it wasn't like thick. It was all thin and everything, so we had to make it look like it was exploding. And the best way to do it was literally throwing cranberry juice on Reese.
Luckily, when I edited that, your hand appeared on the shot by mistake, but luckily there was a splash that happened on my hand where the hedgehog was. So when I cut it, and I did it and added the splats out of it just looked marvellous. And do you know what? That is actually one of my favourite moments in an Archie and Jim episode.
Where are you, you emu, with your beautiful colours and long neck? Jeez, what the fuck is that? It's the emu! I found it! Now stay still so you can die.
Now how did you get a hedgehog off your hand? After the success of the shorts, we immediately decided Archie and Jim need to do more. But I didn't just want to do again 4 or 5 shorts and do them every 3 months or so this time. I said to Charlie, why don't we do them as weekly episodes? Like, why don't we do 6 new shorts?
Why the heck not?
And make more, but put them as like a series, because in that way we've done more. They're coming out once every week. They're not coming out every 3 or 2 months or anything. It's easier for us because we can film them early and get them done, and then once they're edited and done, we can put them there and then wait for the release. And also we can work on other projects as well.
It's our own little mini Netflix.
Yeah, YouTube's our mini Netflix. And but what I love about the series, episode 1 is a very good episode. Is when they win the lottery, and the idea was, you know, I always had this vision of what would happen if Archie got what he wanted. What if he had money? What if he was rich? And then
so we decided to put that as a beginning statement, and then it shows off how.
Be careful what you wish for, innit?
It's like this episode is more like, it's not physically going to show you what they get, but what they do with the money.
It's how they act to a very good situation. Episode 2 is called The Wild Outdoors, and that was a really good episode. We filmed that in Epping Forest, and we had Daniel Egan play the hunter.
It's like the character that he betrays in Great Outdoors.
The Wild Outdoors.
Wild Outdoors. Sorry, I'm mixing up titles.
It's alright.
Great. So he portrays it really well, but it's like he makes it sound so obvious for the audience that it's like they know, the audience will know what it is, but it's the comedy factor for the obvious situation that's what's going to make it so funny.
I can't wait for people to see that episode.
And it's really, really random and crazy. There's like little random moments that pop up all over the place as well.
Oh god, yeah. Episode 3 is The Magnificent 2, which is based on The Magnificent 7. And Archie and Jim decide to become cowboys because they get complimented. They get called cowboys, and then they decide to become cowboys for the whole episode.
The thing is, right, it was really weird beginning. It's like how it is in the beginning. I'm not going to say much for it, but like it just rolls over to how they become cowboys.
What makes me laugh about that episode of what I've done is when I wrote it, they become cowboys, and they turn into this whole cowboy universe. There's a bandit, and there's like, you know, and then Hamish, who plays the bandit, oh my god, do you know what? I love that guy so much because he makes me laugh when he speaks, like how he is and everything. And do you know when he done that scene when he comes up to you and he says he wants showdown? I couldn't honestly keep a straight face in some of the scenes because he just was making me laugh so much.
Got that effect. Luckily he didn't have much dialogue, otherwise you'd be pissing yourself.
Oh my god, do you know what? I'd love to work with him again though. But also we had the wonderful old friend of ours, Elika, playing the role as well. I'm glad that she put on a Western accent. She was really good in the role. Episode 4 is the maddest episode we've ever written and done, is Man Pest.
Oh my god, that was so much fun to do. That was fun.
That's going to kill me when I see the reviews on what people are going to think of that episode. As if as well, who's in it, I've worked with him before. I worked on Cash in the Pond with him, and he's such a great guy. I can't believe he doesn't do more comedy. I'm so glad that I put him in comedy because the guy is mad as a box of bananas. And Manisha, who plays his wife, was also great. First time I worked with her, but she was fantastic in the role.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is one of my favourites. Is Pet Savagery, of Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, that was fun to do. Actually.
That's a really fun one. They've got a really good cast as well. We've got Courtney Wallace involved, who plays. I'm not going to say who, but she plays a very interesting character.
Yeah.
And we've got a little cameo as well from Lucy, who plays a policewoman involved, and she did a fantastic job as well in a very, very hilarious scene.
Yeah. It's like it should have happened, but it didn't happen.
And I can't wait for when people see what they're going to see. It's a great episode, trust me. And finally, episode 6 is a very laid-back episode, but it's a nice little charming one. It's Roses Are For You, Love.
Interesting thing to note that we actually filmed that one first.
Yeah, and Sarah is in it, Sarah Lewis, who's a wonderful actress. And I'm really glad that I got to work with her, and she's in the film as well, in the episode, because she plays a very funny, sensitive, yet she can get quite tough when she wants to be, to Archie especially. But do you know what though? I like it because because of all the crazy episodes, we end it on a very sort of peaceful note. Do you know what I mean? It's not as crazy as the other episodes, but it's still funny. And it's just a very charming episode. But I think it's quite nice because it shows a bit more sensitivity with Archie and Jim, and it can show as well that they do like to help people as well as try and steal money off them. You know. Yeah, so those are the episodes, guys, and who's in them and everything, and we're really looking forward to getting the episodes out. 6 episodes, each about 10 to 15 minutes long, but I really can't wait to show you guys, and I can't wait to hear your reviews and your thoughts. We're going to continue doing Archie and Jim. We've already got plans for a series 2.
Yeah, we're going to keep doing it even if you don't like it.
Yes, there's definitely a series 2 is definitely going to come out next year, and we've also got other projects as well working on, but we won't talk about that now. But yeah, guys, so keep tuned for Archie and Jim. Comes out on the 23rd of September every week for 6 weeks until then. Please review and comment, subscribe our YouTube channel Reese M92, and yeah, so thanks everyone.
Right. Bye.